Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to my channel. I'm Enairo Campinas. On this channel, we talk about relationship, how to make relationship grow, how to make it stay stronger, longer, and better. If you're new to this channel, please, I need you to click the subscribe button, like and share this video and comment below, because your comments and your likes will help us to know whether we're on the right path, what next to do, and any suggestions are welcome. Okay, without wasting much of your time, I want to go to the business of the day. Today I brought to you on one of my 8 series titled How to Keep Your Relationship. First on my list, it's number one, listening to each other. If you listen to each other, I guess it will help you to understand where the relationship is going, either the man or the woman. Listening to people is very important because it goes a long way to inform you of the things you do not know and how to resolve them. Okay. Secondly, on my list, we have being polite. As couples, either dating or married, we have to be polite to one another. Not in only in our relationship, we have to be polite with the people we see around. Okay, when people do something for us, we'll have to learn to appreciate them. We have to say thank you. We have to use the magical words like please, please could you get me a cup of water? Please can you come with me so that we'll go get the groceries? Please, please and thank you are two very magical words that can open great doors for you. In Portuguese, it is called por favor, and later when the person do that thing, you say obrigado. In French, it's called merci. In Spanish, it is called gracias. So these words, thank you, please, are very, very important when you're dealing with people. So try as much as possible to be polite when you're dealing with people, especially your partner. In a relationship, if you're polite, you gain respect, and you treat each other very well. Now, third on our list, it's how learning how to apologize. Learning how to apologize. I mean, learning how to apologize sincerely. Saying a sincere "I am sorry." Now, there are people who don't know how to say "I am sorry." When they do something, they want the other person to just accept. Even when they are wrong, they want the person to just accept. They can't seem to, especially men. There are women like that, but especially men, they can't seem to swallow their pride and say I'm sorry. They keep up their ego and they just want the other person to accept. I guess things don't work like that, my friend. If you do that, you're destroying your relationship and it won't work. So please learn to say I'm sorry when you are wrong. Okay? Now we also have uh, being loyal and faithful in a relationship. Being loyal and faithful in a relationship helps a lot. You never can tell how far you can be building the confidence of your partner when he or she knows that you are loyal and you are faithful. Now, loyalty and trust goes together. When you are loyal to your partner, you gain, he or she gives you the trust which you deserve. Now, the person knows that even in his absence and his presence, you are loyal and faithful. Then he or she is going to give you all the trust in the world. And one very important thing, do not betray that trust, because there are people who have gained the trust and in the final round, what they do, they betray that trust just for one night of a piece of libido. and they just betray that trust, and that is heartbreaking, very very heartbreaking. If you do that, I bet you your relationship will be in a doom. Okay, now we have another one in our list, which is the fifth one: excessive, possessive, and excessive jealousy. You don't want to be with somebody who is highly possessive and jealous. You understand? In some part of the world, we have problem with that because there are cases of men murdering their wives because either the wife doesn't want the relationship is not going well, and he or she doesn't want anymore, and the man seems not to accept, and because he thinks the woman is his I don't know, his product or belongs to her, the possessiveness in him leads him to get that uh, attitude of, if you're not with me, you're not going to be with anyone, and thereby going to murder the woman. In South America, we have cases, so many cases like that. In some part of Africa too, we have cases like that, which is very absurd. Now, if you're in a relationship, you should let the other partner be free. They should be free to go and visit their parents, free to visit their friends, as long as they are faithful and loyal. They go, they know that they are going to spend time with their friends, and they are going to come back, and they will come back safe and clean. Now, if you are so jealous and you don't want this person to visit these people, don't want him to spend time with these people, these are the people he or she is with before he came in contact with you, or before she came in contact with you, and they have been together. And for you to just suddenly come to her life and want to take her away from these people will lead your relationship to a doom. Man, I guess you don't want to do that. You don't want that to happen. So you shouldn't be possessive. You shouldn't be excessively jealous. If you have that kind of character, I guess you should look for a therapist. You know, in Africa we don't have a lot of that, but I think in the United States, in South America, we have that. So you should look for a therapist, somebody who knows, who have a degree in anger management. These people, they can help you. You just tell them what your problem is, and they will help you. So that is that on that. The sixth one on our list is understanding the difference between selfishness and self-love. Now, self-love is different from selfishness. Today, many people write books, and many content creators, professionals, they talk about love yourself, self-love, self-love. What I seems not to see often is going into details about what is self-love and what is not. What not and what is self-love. Because there are people who are not well educated and not well exposed, and you just tell them self-love, self-love. What you might be telling them is being selfish. So you have to get it, you have to give them the details to differentiate what is self-love and what is being selfish. Okay? If you always want everything to be about you, and that is being selfish. Okay? If you want the other person to just abandon his schedule and come to your schedule, that is being selfish. Okay? So we have to understand what is self-love and being selfish. Okay? I have to try to distinguish between the two of them. Okay? Now, another thing you need to know is, in a relationship there has to be a conversation. That's the eighth. That's the seventh one. There has to be a conversation in a relationship. Now, when there is a conversation in a relationship, things seems to not to go wrong. It is difficult for things to go wrong because the other person is able to, you call your partner in a polite way to have a conversation, in a civil manner, to have a conversation, and you explain your side of the story. That is what brings us to the number one, and the other person has to listen. Listening, conversing, and resolving, because the other person will have to tell his part of the story. He has to tell where he or she does not agree with what is going on, what you people should do to resolve. Let's have a conversation about maybe staying at work too late at night, staying too late at night, out too late at night, about the children moving from one location to another location, how to manage the finance of the family. It has to be a conversation, a civil conversation between the two couples. You have to do this all the time, every now and then, every twice or 3 times in a month. There has to be a constant conversation within the family, or if you are dating, you have to have a conversation. Okay, in that way there will be transparency, and your relationship will last stronger and better. Okay, now we'll go to the last one, which is understanding the differences between the two of you. Now, you guys have to know that you grow up from a different family, from a different neighborhood, sometimes from a different country and culture. There is every probability that the way you respond to issues, your principles, your response to issues will be different. That is to say that you have to try to understand, like, oh, this person is not like me, so I have to understand and respect our own a policy, a way of doing things. If there is a thing, there's something that you think, okay, it's clearly wrong, that you need to resolve, and you need to try patiently to build that person. Not trying to change the person. Building somebody is different from changing the person. Building positively. You have to build positively in a civil manner, in a civil and polite manner. These things are almost impossible, but we have to apply wisdom. We have to seek wisdom, apply wisdom. In some cases, we have to look for a professional. In some cases, we have to look for a professional. In some cases, I think it is the superior professional in this case is the both couples. Because the therapist or the scientist, or what so-called expert or life coach you're going to call, doesn't live in the same room with you guys, doesn't see you people all the time. So you are the only one who know where the shoe hurts. Where it hurts you, you know it. So it is better that you resolve amicably between each other, with respect, with politeness, with much conversation, with wisdom. Okay? And I bet you, if you do this, your relationship is going to be enviable by all. Okay? Before I go, I will leave you with the words of Maya Angelou. His word says, he said, I have learned that people will forget what you said. They will forget what you have did, but they will never forget how you have made them free, how you have made them feel. Okay? Okay, until we meet again, I want you to share this video, like, comment on the comment section below, And don't forget to tune into our channel. And remember, we love you, and your well-being is our pleasure. Peace out. My name is Enairo Campinas. See you again next time.